Hey everyone, Snake Finance here with a weekly revenue report. This is week number 21, and we have quite a few updates to give you since the airdrop has happened. fNFTs have opened for paints, and we have several updates to give. So the first thing we're going to start off is our revenue has actually increased its total backing with a total snake supply of 106.8% in Sonic at 1-to-1 peg. The first point we're going to start off with is our PSM funds. We currently hold about 389,870 snake from redemptions alone, and this is used to actually remove snake from the supply and used to actually create an arbitrage when the redeem price when snake is above 1.02 as 1.03 if it's anything significantly above peg. The second point we're going to make is our PSM obviously comes with 35% claim on our forest farms. So if we head on over to Snake Finance here, you can see that every farm here does have a 35% claim fee, which is a large part of our PSM funds. And from this alone, our Snake PSM now sits at 1.3 mil Sonic, and it currently backs about 103.18% of Snake. And this is actually the first time in Snake Finance history that our backing has actually grown with Sonic alone. Previously, if you look on Dune dashboard, you could see things such as our XG3 holdings. Let's go ahead and reload this page here. You can see several things such as our XG3 holdings, which would always surpass our total backing. But now alone, we could actually see that just from Sonic alone, not including XG3 and xSHADOW, we have 103%. So this is due to the fact that we bought some fNFTs at a discount due to some people obviously selling their airdrop since it is vested. It's obviously just something to keep in mind. We're going to keep grabbing them at discounts so that in the long term, once the vesting's over, our PSM funds can grow a significant amount. The third point, and that also since our last revenue report, the Sonic and our PSM funds have actually grown by 66,064 Sonic alone. The third point we're going to make is, of course, since our farm on Shadow has a stable Shadow stake revenues now sits at 1,267 xSHADOW, held as 700 x33. And this XG3 is at current prices about 3.62% of our snake supply, which is actually less than what it was beforehand. So now we've actually went ahead and increased our backing with regards to Sonic, and it's done actual wonders. As I mentioned before, it's the first time that our Sonic is actually backed with 100% of snake. The fourth point I'd like to make is with regards to the holdings investment. This is with regards to the Sonic just in our PSM funds. So a few things that we have done is 100,000 Sonic has been used to update Sonic and loop for about 6.87x at 40% APR, as with the current lend, borrow, and staking values. As well, 130,000 Sonic bought 160,000 Sonic through fNFTs trading on PaintSwap, locking in about 32% APR. And these fNFTs are actually on a 90-day vesting schedule, and I believe it's about 80 days left for the vesting. So this is obviously Sonic that's guaranteed to be locked in once the vesting schedule is over for Season 1. And another thing we have is we have about just a bit over 1 million Sonic in silo at 3.3% APR. And the rest of the Sonic that we do have is used to just in our redemption vaults as shown here. You see the amount of wrap Sonic here that we'll top up whenever need be. A fifth point I'd like to make is annualized to our shareholders, which are gSNAKE stakers. Keep in mind that these obviously vary on a week-to-week basis on the forest TVLs, shadow revenue, and several other things. But this week's change in PSMs and XG3 holdings are equivalent to about 2.7 million Sonic, exactly 2,680,000 Sonic in annualized revenue. So annualized being per year to gSNAKE stakers. And this with regards to people obviously staking to earn snake and using the redeem function to have Sonic back. The sixth point and the last point we'd like to make is our expected weekly revenue to shareholders. At current gSNAKE and shadow prices, the nest is expected to distribute about 26,300 snake over the next 7 days, which is obviously an increase of about 1,300 since our last revenue report. Data before, more information can be found here on Dune dashboard, and that's another update for our weekly revenue report.